All right, guys, I've been getting a lot of questions about this assignment, so I'm going to go through each different government type and hopefully be able to help you with some of your questions. There's no need for you to print this out and do the same thing I am. It really is just to give you guys a little extra help. The only thing that's being graded will be the chart. Okay, so here we go. A monarchy is a form of government ruled by a single person, and that's one part that we need to make sure we remember. The person who heads a monarchy is called a monarch and is often given the title of a king, queen, emperor, or empress. In most monarchies, the title is hereditary, meaning it passes from parent to child. And that's another really important part. Generally, we want to make sure we know that it's hereditary. Such as the state of the Vatican, the monarch is elected by a group of individuals. That's the Pope, in case you didn't know. While very few countries are ruled by monarchs today, once upon a time most countries were. What's more, some countries, like the United Kingdom, one country that contains England, Wales, Scotland, and Northern Ireland, still have a monarch, but their role has changed significantly. Today, the UK is governed by Parliament, and the Queen's role is largely ceremonial. This form of government, where there is a monarch but the power rests in Parliament elected by the people, is called a constitutional monarchy. The Vatican City, Saudi Arabia, Brunei, Qatar, Bahrain, and Swaziland are the only countries in the world ruled by an absolute monarchy in which the monarch holds all the power. So if you're looking at your assignment, the things I've highlighted first really are what you need to put in what is a monarchy or how does it work. How it works is a single person rules, and they normally get that rule hereditarily, meaning it was a father or a mother giving it to a child. So I'm going to look for those two pieces in your first question. Now, I know the next two questions are a little bit difficult, so let's talk about them. When might a monarchy be useful? Well, today it really isn't that useful, mainly because we have the technology needed to vote and bring in the people of our choice. However, one time that it could be useful would be if you need to make fast decisions. So times when fast decisions, need to be made. A time that might be would be like war, or even right now when we're having a little bit of the crisis with some of the quarantine. Those are the types of times when it's pretty good just to have one person. I would say that the most fair way to do this today is with the constitutional monarchy, because like in England, that allows the people to still have some right to vote and some say in who's in charge of them. All right, so what are the problems? Those should be pretty obvious, I would think. So anytime you have one person in charge, it's pretty easy for that one person to become corrupt, meaning that they're doing the wrong thing. So if you end up with a bad king or queen, that would be a problem with this. So when you guys go to write about what's a problem, you could just tell me we could have a bad ruler, but then you're stuck with them. And a lot of times that goes through year after year after year. So you could have a bad ruler and then they give it to their son, and that son has watched the father be a bad ruler, and we end up with generations of terrible monarchies. So hopefully this will help you with the first column. All right, thanks.